Given almost 2 decades in Congress, my show is the fresh new home of an authentic, uncompromised quest for transformation and salvation, both personal and collectively, as I vigorously interrogate the theological and symbolic meanings embedded in our society. I promise to leverage my knowledge of history, theology, and both international and domestic issues to imagine an inclusive vision for the future, which I hope will inspire all of us to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as a given, not just an aspiration. So join me weekdays at 12 noon right after Tavis Smiley for 2 hours of the Jesse Jackson Jr. Show only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
You make a valid point. Some people will absolutely validate my feelings into emotional hostage situations. Look, when I'm anxious about being left alone, I might pace or whine, but I don't tear up the house and then expect my human to just accept it because separation anxiety. There's still work involved, training, routine changes, actually addressing the problem, but somehow we've created this culture where someone's dysregulation becomes your full-time job while their accountability becomes optional. Dr. Lundy Bancroft talks about how abusers weaponize victimhood, using their emotional states to control and manipulate while avoiding responsibility for their behavior. Here's the pattern. They have a moment. You try to validate and soothe them. They lash out, blame, or throw accusations at you. Then later it's, I was just overwhelmed. You know how I get. If you even get that much. Then rinse, repeat, until you're walking on eggshells made of their feelings. Real talk. Feelings are valid, but behavior during those feelings don't get automatically excused. If someone consistently hurts you when they're dysregulated and expects endless patience without doing their own work, that's not emotional sensitivity. That's emotional terrorism. Next time they're triggered, notice if you feel scared instead of compassionate. Notice if their healing always requires your sacrifice. Notice if you're not allowed to have your own emotional reactions because theirs take up all the oxygen. Your empathy isn't supposed to come with bruises. Stop confusing someone's emotional intensity with emotional intelligence. Sometimes the person who needs the most grace is the one giving too much of it away.
Hey, this is the second hour of The Voice of Reason live on KBLA Talk 1580, and that's a cartoon. That's Dogman. Dogman come in here and goes in the studio. He just go in the studio and he just dump right in the studio. That's how fire what he's talking about is, man. Listen, the voice of reason. We're talking about something, man. Performative neediness. This is crazy. Performative neediness. And this is, of course, this is a layered and nuanced discussion. But the clip that we just played, the Dogman, right? Literally a cartoon, right? Drop in psychological jewels. Love it, right? But he talked about compassion. And I'm going to go back to Pema Chodron, right? Compassion becomes real when we recognize our shared humanity. This is episode 3 of our hustle culture series. The hustle culture within intimate relationships. Maybe 3 weeks ago, we did the spiritual purpose of relating. The reason why we did the spiritual purpose of relating is because from my mind, I'm trying to get you to aspire to a higher type of relating. I don't give a damn who talking. Cam Newton, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Everything is trauma-based. Everything is drama-based. I don't care who got a relationship show. Nick Cannon. Everybody on the drama side of it, because content is king. I get it. I respect the hustle. But if we're talking real work, we have to expose the roaches under the silverware in the drawer, under the silverware drawer. You understand? We got to expose the vermin in the house. We got to do that. So we do series like this, the Hustle series, how hurt people learn to hustle love or attention or connection. Do you understand what I'm saying? The other series was to say, yo, this is relationships' true purpose. But if I'm being honest, this series is more in alignment with what people are on. Let me give you a perfect example. We got full phone lines right now as if I got a psychic on. No, people are resonating and relating from where they are. On the spirit stuff, people was quiet as a church mouse. No. You're not finna get me in here and exposing my shadow and wounds and all. These phone lines from all over the country crazy right now. Hey, this is how you get in a relationship and learn how to deal with a whip. You know how many people have thrown people away like narcissists, have discarded them only to find out their true worth after they have gone down the trash compactor, the spiritual trash compactor? You know how many people have done that? And will stay with the other, moved on. They done moved, they gone. Boy, if you could see inside the minds of these folk. Imagine how they ruminate and remember and think and pine quietly with their new boo. The ego won't allow them to say, I made the wrong choice. I made a mistake. I see things differently. No. You just start over. Do you see? That's why these series are so important. Tonight, we're talking about cognitive codependency. You mean somebody's out here faking being codependent because they know you need to be needed? And this is how they extrapolate resources? Come on. It's a real thing. But I tell you this, compassion without boundaries often masks internalized neglect. I'll do for you, but I won't do for me. I'll take care of your kids, but I won't deal with my inner child. I'm a deadbeat dad to my inner child, but I'm there for your child or our child. I'm there for your wounds. I'm there to support you because I need to be. Oh, Lord. Come on. Codependency in this sense does not express care. It reveals a chronic disconnection from self. Nancy L. Johnston writes, codependents feel responsible for others' feelings because they believe no one ever truly held theirs. Learn how to disentangle. In other words, we need to be needed, or the need to be needed arises when we distrust our right to simply exist. Unperformed. You can't be in a relationship today unperformed. Raw, as you really are. You can't. You got a code switch in your bedroom. That's why when you come to the cigar lounge, you talk different. And when you bring her to the cigar lounge, you talk different. Listen. Come on. Listen now. You know how many people told me, hey, man, I bought your book, but I'm not going to read it because our relationship is good. We don't need it right now. I said, why you say that? Oh, because it's a breakup book. I said, it's not a breakup book. Oh, the relationship dismount. How to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. I said, it's a breakup, makeup, and wake up book. You should read it while you're good. Oh, no, we straight, but I support it, yeah. And then when the relationship goes sideways, hey, Zoe, you can't, help me out. Come on, man. In other words, the need to be needed arises when we distrust our right to simply exist, unperformed. So when Miss Codependent broadcasts neediness, she offers herself as both product and proof. If you need me, I must matter. And when her partner responds by overfunctioning, brothers, you know this, he confirms his value by doing, not being. The seduction of this holographic, intimate loop lies not in love, but in mutual self-avoidance. Performative healing replaces presence with a little polish. You see, I got my yoga mat. You see, I have these special yoga pants, and I have some Buddhist prayer beads, and yes, I'm healing by doing something. Healing only comes by way of being. And you ain't never been yourself truly, unapologetically, as we say here at KBLA. You've never been yourself unapologetically. You, as you are, unperformed, unrehearsed, no strategy, the truth, psychologically nude. You've never been that. You say you saw me down. I learned downward dog. Yes, you knew downward dog before you even did yoga. You were pro at downward dog. It just wasn't called downward. Listen now. Performative care replaces intimacy and obligation, with obligation. Performative care replaces intimacy with obligation. Performative need replaces sovereignty with seduction. As Thomas Campbell asserts, love requires the dissolution of the ego, not its validation. If your ego is in control, be honest in this moment right now. You're a user, you're a manipulator, you're a liar. I've been there. My ego has been in the driver's seat for most of my life. I've been there. Do you understand? I'm not here to put anybody down. I'm here to I will lead with me. I've been there. But I'm telling you, man, there's something better. The real you is way better than the intimate thespian you parade out onto the stage of intimate relating. My caller's on the line. I want to get back and get his final thought because he was cooking. Brother, get in here, man. Get in here. What are your final thoughts on this thing, man?
Man, I wanted to speak to the core of a lot of what we got going on in this whole circumstance, and that would have to be entitlement and expectations. One of the biggest things that I try to converse when it comes to this is we often at times in relationships lead with expectations and entitlement, and that in and of itself displaces you from the abundant energy of the creator. And when you're dealing with that in another person, it'll disrupt the God in you and push you away from them. And a lot of times people aren't aware of that. And it's probably one of the biggest fundamental flaws in how we relate to each other, because we go in with a painted picture that we feel should go, and that's not necessarily what it is, and we often miss out on a better experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The most effective exorcism you could ever perform is healing from within. The demons in them people, their face start twisting up. They start throwing up. They get sick around you. Listen, man. Do you understand?
They become toddlers.
When you start healing, that's when their demons get irritated. Go ahead.
Yeah, they become toddlers, and what they don't know is the more they throw tantrum and what they're not getting is pushing them away from the experience that they want. In the same way, when you try to work within the space of manifestation, that same energy puts you away from your purpose and whatever is there for you. So what's crazy, a lot of us in this space preach about this manifestation talk, but we don't bring that same thing to the table and how we relate to each other, and we miss out on both ends.
Right. Hey, brother, let me just say this, man. I love the fact that you called in. You got to call in more. But guess what you just did?
What's that?
Y'all, the new callers. We got to tell the new callers. So when I say, guess what you just did, you say you brought whatever city you represent into the building. So let's do it again.
We brought Triple D into the building.
Come on, Dallas, Texas. Let's get it, man. Come on. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we're going straight to Denver, Colorado.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
What about you? Yeah. At KBLA Talk 1580, we're proud to be celebrating 4 years on the air, but we know we could not have made it this far without you. We work hard every single day to curate conversations that will enlighten, encourage, and empower you. So, from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, a big thank you for your love and support.
You don't know how much you mean to me.
And by the way, if your smartphone did not update automatically, be sure to download our brand new KBLA 1580 app. We think you'll love all the new features, including new ways to send us photos and video in real time, whenever news breaks, while we're on the air. It's a new dawn, a new day for KBLA Talk 1580, and we're glad you're on this journey with us.
You never turned away, you were right there. Thank you.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-687-7979. That's 800-687-7979. 800-687-7979.
Hi, everyone. My name is Raquel Graham, and I have a big announcement to make. I have my own radio show. It debuts on KBLA 1580 on August 2nd, and it is called Entrepreneuring. I'm an inventor, a Shark Tank winner, entrepreneur for over a decade, and a proud mom of 2. I created this show because I know firsthand that entrepreneurship doesn't have just one look. Entrepreneuring celebrates what building a business really looks like: big, medium, small, and micro. Some of us are running multi-million-dollar operations. Some of us are braiding hair in our kitchens. We're bakers, grant writers, laundromat owners, event promoters. Mark your calendars. Please tune in August 2nd, KBLA 1580 at 1 p.m. Pacific time. No question is too big or small. Let me know what you'd like for me to cover. See you then.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
yes, y'all, and you don't stop. To the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. Until the beat comes, says to be the short shot. Come on. I met this girl when I was 10 years old. And what I love most, she had so much soul. She was old school when I was just a shorty, never knew. Throughout my life, she would be there for me on the regular. Not a church girl, she was secular. Not about the money, those stuff was my checker, but I respected her. She hit me in the heart. A few New York niggas had dinner in the park. But she was there for me, and I was there for her. Pull out a chair for her, turn on the air for her, and just cool out. Cool out and listen to her. Sitting on bone, wishing that I could do eventually. If it was meant to be, then it would be, cause we related physically and mentally, and she was fun then. I'd be geeked when she come around. Slim was fresh, Joe, when she was underground, original, pure, untapped, but a down sister. Boy, I tell you, I miss her. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. To the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. 1, 2, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all.
As I'm sure so many of you already know, I'm not saying anything new here, are the afflictive or negative emotions that lie within our mind stream. That is our greed and grasping. Our attachment is a big problem for us because it makes us grasp and cling and fear loss. We tend to solidify everything and want things to stay how they are, people to stay how they are, everything to stay, if it is pleasant for us at least, that it will remain forever. And of course, everything is changing, everything is impermanent. So the very fact of our clinging creates stress. Because in our hearts, we know we cannot hold on forever. So it's not the...
Our clinging creates the stress. Come on. That's Tenzin. Let her finish.
Everything to stay, if it is pleasant for us at least, that it will remain forever. And of course, everything is changing, everything is impermanent. So the very fact of our clinging creates stress. Because in our hearts, we know we cannot hold on forever. So it's not the objects, it's not the...
Man, that's Tenzin, man. Tenzin. She be cooking on the Buddhist Zen side of the game. Listen, I'm bringing all types of resources. If you're paying attention, I'm mentioning books. There's all types of speakers and world thought leaders on this internal revolution that must happen. And listen, that's what this relationship stuff is about. It's not about the other. It's about you. This is what you're bringing to the table, lady, who started the show. I bring nothing to the table. Yes, you do. Bring all types of little spiritual, ugly little goblins with you, just based on what you said. You bring in a goblin. I don't want no goblins in my relationship. Whoever that lady was. I don't bring nothing. Callie Soul, get up in here, child. I need some healing now. Come on.
Hey, Zoe.
What are your thoughts?
Performative codependency, sir.
Come on. We out here. We out here pushing the envelope.
Y'all did it. So, I have, since about 12 years old, pressed upon the universe with such expectancy and gratitude and humbleness that my flow stays flowing. So there have definitely also been moments of lower vibration thinking. And I've thought about performative codependency.
Talk to us, sister. Come on.
I want some gifts. I want some vacations. I want my rent paid. I want my mortgage paid. I want my car note paid. I want a new purse.
Ooh.
Maybe I should vibrate lower and act like I don't have enough. Like I need some things. As Corey say, let me throw in this little $200 to see how hopeful they look. And that's sad. And I thank goodness that I've been able to set my ego down and remind her that if all my blessings flow from God, who's providing for us all, why would I turn my attention to man to become my provider? That's going to mess up my flow.
Ooh, come on. I hear you, though. Come on. I'm listening.
He can't give me parking space blessings. Everywhere I go, I park in the front, in VIP. That's God. That ain't man. And like I said, have I thought about it? Oh, absolutely. Because I've obviously having the lower vibration myself, manifested some low vibration folks. So it's like, oh, have you been to Hawaii yet? Yes, I've been to Hawaii. Oh, have you been here? Oh, well, is there a place you haven't been? Where can I take you? And it's like, well, what do it matter where I've been? If I ain't been there with you yet, let's go. But people in their insecurities get to showing up, and that's what would make you want to join up with your ego and get the performing, get the soft shooting, act like you ain't got nothing. Huh?
Yeah, I hear you now. It's a struggle over here, sir. If you about
no,
if you
not a good idea, because like I said, you're going to mess up your flow doing that. Now, to some people, that the temporary monetary things that they get might fool them. The carrot dangling might fool them. But again, like, this is chump change.
Wait.
Compared to what God gives.
Callie, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, we're on complete fire tonight. When we come forward, we're gonna go back to Denver. We're gonna get Callie Soul's final thoughts. We got South Central Los Angeles, New Jersey, Mountain View, Hawaii, and Houston, Texas all up next. Trust me, the people wanna talk. Let's get it.
In goes the braised beast medallion. She was on that tip about stopping the violence. About my people she was teaching me. By not preaching to me, but speaking to me in a method that was leisurely. So easily I approach. She dug my rap, that's how we got close. But then she broke to the West Coast. And I was cool, cause around the same time I went away to school. And I'm a man of expanded. So why should I stand in her way? She probably get up.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Former Vice President Kamala Harris is officially ruling out a run for California governor. In a statement, she said she gave it serious thought but decided not to enter the race. Harris says her focus for now will be on supporting Democrats nationwide rather than holding elected office. The announcement keeps speculation alive about a potential presidential run in 2028. Shannon Sharpe is out at ESPN just weeks after settling a rape lawsuit. The network reportedly ended the deal, though Sharpe denies any wrongdoing, calling the suit a shakedown. And the D.C. Council is back continuing hearings on the Commander Stadium proposal. Tuesday's 14-hour session saw hundreds speak, some eager to bring the team back for the perks, others worried about being left out. Black Mayor Muriel Bowser and team reps will testify. The council's first vote is set for Friday and needs 7 yes votes to move forward. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Hi, I'm Jesse Jackson Jr., inviting you to join me weekdays at 12 noon, right after Tavis Smiley, here on KBLA Talk 1580. As a law school graduate and a theologian with a firm grasp of our body politic given almost 2 decades in Congress, my show is the fresh new home of an authentic, uncompromised quest for transformation and salvation, both personal and collectively, as I vigorously interrogate the theological and symbolic meanings embedded in our society. I promise to leverage my knowledge of history, theology, and both international and domestic issues to imagine an inclusive vision for the future, which I hope will inspire all of us to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as a given, not just an aspiration. So join me weekdays at 12 noon right after Tavis Smiley for 2 hours of the Jesse Jackson Jr. Show, only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for. For this free information, call 800-433-8909. 800-433-8909. That's 800-433-8909. Or simply visit godra.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Give me some of that good old love. Oh, let me make
Y'all gonna show me some love, listen. And I'm not talking about the fake hugs and kissing. In 15 years, a lot of love is missing. I done already showed I'm not above the dissing. I'ma take what I'm owed, won't wait till I'm old. The game got rules and y'all breaking the code. Y'all don't really think I could be hot in the club. Y'all think I'm washed up like a got in the tub, but I'm keeping it poppin', the streets watching. I'm keeping them locked in the beat knocking. Hear me coming with this song that I brung in. Daddy-O told me this when I was a youngin'. Ain't nothing like hip-hop music. That's why we choose it, and the world just can't refuse it. This shit is underground like a gopher. Show a little love for it's over.
Gotta be the real thing. Something you can feel thing.
The factor of codependency is not that you always need someone in your life. The actual factor of what really creates codependency is you continually choose people who you think are more of an answer to your life than your inner child. And in choosing those people, you bury your inner child. You start to get more stuck to what they think, what they're doing, if they leave, all these different things.
Wait,
and the ironic...
Pause that and bring it back to the top. Do you hear what he's... You choose people that you think are more of an answer to your life than your inner child. Christ, play it again. Kyle.
The factor of codependency is not that you always need someone in your life. The actual factor of what really creates codependency is you continually choose people who you think are more of an answer to your life than your inner child. And in choosing those people, you bury your inner child. You start to get more stuck to what they think, what they're doing, if they leave, all these different things. And the ironic thing is if those people left, you'd finally see your inner child. But the real factor is who you're choosing. Because you could choose to enter a relationship with someone who equally sees their inner child and your inner child and cares about your needs equally. But if you choose someone who doesn't, then they are your assistant in burying your inner child, and that's where codependency comes from. They're the answer to everything. If they leave, you're so sad, but really if they leave, you just see your inner child. But if you choose people, friends or partners in your life who also see you as much as they see themselves, you won't be codependent.
Wow, Kyle, cease and desist, Kyle. He's shooting. Hey, I love that kind of heat. Hey, this is the Voice of Reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. Tonight's topic has been out of this world. We got callers jam-packed. Let's get them back in here. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado, please give us your final thought on tonight's topic.
So I had to bring this over here. You spoke about leaking divinity.
Ooh.
And when we love on ourselves, when we turn within and allow the love that's already within us to flow out, and we love on ourselves, we teach others how to love us.
Right.
And when you start turning and looking outside of yourself to other people and things to gratify you, then that's when you get the leak in that divinity and you start looking for other people to plug those holes. Mm-hmm. So
I love it.
I appreciate tonight's topic.
I love it, and I love you, child. Now tell me, come on, what did you just do?
About Denver in the house, baby.
Denver, Colorado is in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is follow the protocol. 1-800-920-1580. Come on, let's keep the calls coming. Who we got? John from Mountain View, Hawaii. John Gilbreth II. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Greetings and blessings, chat. Greetings and blessings to all of the sound of my voice, as well as you, Big Brother Zoe. This subject right here.
This right here? This right here, right here?
Let us not cuss, but oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Well, again, to reflect on our performance side of the game, I, too, yes, fly someone into Hawaii, give them their charm, give them that je ne sais quoi, give them their space, buy them their special towel, get their soap for them, massage them, take care of them, and do all these things only for them to walk away. Been there, done that. I produce T-shirts. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about the healed side of it. Because again, yes, we have talked about all of the stuff that we have experienced in our lives. But when you get to the point to where even God himself shows other people and your enemies that you deserve the love, how many times do you have police officers apologize to you for giving you tickets? Who has ever went out of their way to buy something for you and they was thinking of you when they did it, but you didn't know they was thinking of you? In other words, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and that table y'all continue to sit at bringing the wrong tools to this joker.
Wow.
You've already been pushed out of the chair too many times. Don't capitulate. Get away from it. Choose you.
Right. Me and my inner child, we finna take our ball and go home.
Well, me and my inner child are playing in the heavenlies and in the presence of the holiest.
I love that.
I love all of y'all, but this is where y'all need to be. I'm done.
Hey, man, guess what you just did, Pastor John?
Mountain View is in the house. Blessings to all. Get on this side of the fence, y'all. Let's go.
Come on, come on. The phone lines are cracking. Hey, you already know what I got to do. My niece is here. Attila, Houston, Texas. You know you put this thing together. You know what you... Come on now. Come on. What are your thoughts?
I'm ready to hurt some feelings.
Go ahead.
What you think?
Go ahead. Go. Let me get out the way. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm going to be real quick because I know we don't have that much time, but let me just say, you know, when we're talking about the convergence of the performative care and the codependency, that's that ideal match for that corporate partner. And let me just be clear, this topic is not a requiem for men's egos. Okay? If anything, it's more of a destruction of the ideal masculinity that you may have in your head based on your conditioning.
Ooh, you calling masculinity to the floor. Huh.
Yes, I am.
Masculinity is a self-warrior, right? I have to go inside and conquer all my demons. That's the highest level of masculinity or femininity even. But we've turned it into performance? Is that what you're saying? Masculinity is now just a show?
I'm saying that this dynamic allows for the corporate relator, let's say it's a man, to continue the facade that he is esteemed. Well, look at my woman. Look at my lady.
You saying she's a trophy now? Come on.
She's a trophy, she a pony, she a car, she is whatever she is. And let's just say the first lady that you love so much, that is Shira 7. And I think she does an excellent job of essentially handing men's egos to them. And I think that's why a lot of them do not like her. Do I agree with her methods? No, but I think it's brilliant because it's a very clever way of essentially saying, I'm going to admit to you what I'm doing. Now pay up.
I'm psychological chattel for a fee. Psychological sharecropping is what's... Okay, cool. Keep going. I'm listening. I'm listening.
And so I think that when we're unhealed, right, we're finding our identity in being needed because we don't really see the value in being ourselves, right? And so I think the reason why the whole performing neediness thing is profitable is because people are willing to pay for the image and the facade because that's a lot easier than doing the hard work that it takes to have the actual thing that you want, right?
So this is like...
It's like the Matrix with the stake.
So I was about to say, this is like the real version of what AI is about to provide.
I believe so.
Wow.
I believe so. I believe it's going to be so hard for us to really tell when certain things being presented to us are actually fraudulent. And I think in terms of relationship, when you're talking about conditioning, it creates that same environment where it becomes hard for you to tell that, you know, the the so-called need or the so-called coquette or whatever the case, whatever's being offered to you, and it's hard for you to tell whether or not it's fraudulent because the truth is you don't even know if you're real. You have not tapped into that.
Oh Lord. Okay, D's. You they done had enough. You fried them up enough.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Hey, guess
Love
what
y'all.
guess what you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas. Hey, man, Texas is always showing out. Where your city? Where your town? All you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, New Jersey, and then we coming back home to South Central Los Angeles.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I never knew a la like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. Wrote this letter and finally decided
Hey,
to send
my
it.
playlist
Signed,
is
sealed,
my
delivered for us
co-host.
to grow together.
You already know what it is. The VOR, the Voice of Reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. You already know what I do. Some of the most riveting, triggering, controversial, provocative relationship topics in the world happen right here. Right? Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you already know, I got callers. Got to get them in. Who's been on the longest? JW, South Central Los Angeles. You know we're up against the clock, J-Dub. But
yes, sir. Amen. Praise God, man. I'm just glad I had a chance to be able to give God the glory by expressing what I have to say. I hate to talk fast, because I have a fireman's water hose full of knowledge, but I got to dispense it to a cotton picking straw.
Okay.
And I wanted to use another word.
Okay.
But anyway, as I was about to say, man, I have to recollect back to, I think, the first year when Tavis Smiley had his radio station, or beginning of the second year. At that time frame, I believe I was going between two different phones. One was a government phone and then a good phone like I have now. And you inadvertently made a reference to somebody, some people online that was joking about me or whatever it was. But the topic I was referring to at that point in time, or directly after that, was when I was in high school in '74. I was talking about how I observed brothers, how they was playing themselves and being, what's the word the other brother said? They were, I can't think of the word right now, but because I'm moving too quick, but they was playing themselves, so I'm going to use that term. They were using tools and things of that nature just to catch beautiful women or to make themselves feel better than what they were, because that's how they can entrap a woman to get what they want out of that particular female. So that behavior's been happening for a long time, and then it goes beyond that, because I had made a reference before that about how back in my grandmother's time frame, they had the honeydew, or they make a man wear an
list.
apron.
Yes, the honeydew list.
Yeah, you
gotcha.
got that part. So this perspective mindset originated years ago, and it has probably morphed and developed and became more weaponized currently, where these younger people have been able to use it as a weapon in terms of making come up on it. You know, I mentioned the Nika Marie deep discussions for you several times. I think in the first year, I haven't paid attention to her since the pandemic. That's when I first got online, started really checking out these things online with Kenneth Sanders. But anyway, yeah, man, you got these new modern, what's the term she used? Modern, something robotic. Anyway, they're not real women. Okay, so they're
I
like,
get it. I get it.
Right. So they're not conventional, or what's the other word? Not conventional. Like old-fashioned. I forgot the term they use. You know, so not that old-fashioned woman or whatever.
Trad wives.
So you got those
yes.
two different. Well, okay. Well, just anyway, you know, conventional or whatever. But anyway, yeah. Back to another part of the subject matter. I found myself trying to. I guess measure up to family members, because I guess I was fluctuating between trying to meet their approval or whatever, but then I was being myself in my moment of being who I am, being genuine, being real, me, myself, and I seen the pushback when I was expressing myself as who I am and didn't care how they felt about it, and in reference to the division of me, was how I'm always taking care of all the women in my family, because even when I told you about my cousin, she just graduated, like I told you, being a psychologist, and even alluded to how your value was, but you like a daddy, an uncle, a father? Yes, sir, I got it.
We love you, though.
But
J-Dub.
You heard what I'm trying to give you, man.
J-Dub.
He's a new psychologist. He's trying to use that old term, you know. Wow, yeah, because you were a conventional man like Judge Joe Brown, you know, want to protect the women and blah, blah, blah.
All right, J-Dub. I love you, brother. We got to go, man. But guess what? There's always tomorrow. Call in. We'll get you in early, man. All right. Najee from New Jersey. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
I mean, listen, today's topic, I mean, your niece, man, she be calling me to the floor. Man.
She be taking you to the
listen.
You on speakerphone, Najee?
No, hold on, because you know what? I'm in the
Yeah, come on, man.
How do I sound? Do I sound better? Do I sound better? No, you ain't no speaking.
All right.
Because I was in the, so listen, man, last week for me, embodied this whole topic. You know what I'm saying? So my past and my present collided. You know, my grandmother passed away, and that brought me back to my childhood. My present situation of me performing, you know what I'm saying? Me thinking that, you know, using these toxic relationship guru terms like intentional. I think I'm being intentional. You know, I'm performing. I'm on the floor. But me being on the floor, me not getting what I want, even though that I'm giving. Hey, what's going on? I'm going through something. I'm trying to fix it for her. Hey, you know, I'm having a rough day. I'm setting dinner dates. But in the end, I'm saying, but I'm still unfulfilled because I feel like I'm doing this, but I'm not getting what I want. So I'm like, okay, why am I feeling this way and why I'm doing this? Then bam, my grandmother passed away. Now I'm right back to my childhood. I'm right back to my first mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm right back to the day when my grandmother left, who was my first mother, got married, left me in a household with a teenage mother who wasn't really, that did the best she can do, but wasn't attentive and loving as my grandmother. So I'm like, here I am again. I'm repeating a cycle of performing. But what I did was I didn't really get mad at this particular woman that I was dealing with. I had to basically sit back and deal with the core root and back to your terms, you know, anxious, preoccupied, the chaser. I'm right back chasing.
Worthiness
I'm right back,
wound. Yeah,
you know, worthiness wound. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Look what I can do for you. Look at the love I'm giving you. Look. I'm right back there. And I remember a show that you said about Be the Block. So I'm upset with this woman. I set up a birthday date with her, and she couldn't do it. She canceled, and I was that 5-year-old child again when my grandmother left. I was right back there. You know what I'm saying? And I went on Instagram. I blocked in my phone. I blocked her on Instagram, and then I sat back and I said, "What in the hell am I doing? What am I doing?" It's like, what am I doing? You claim that you're doing this for this woman for this particular reason, but you're lying. You're lying to yourself. You want something out of this? Stop lying. Stop lying. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, putting my grandmother to rest, you know, having a core support system, and also having a Zoe Williams show, I worked through it. You know what I'm saying? So I unblocked the woman. I contacted her, and I let her know, hey, listen, I'm going through something right now. You know, if you said you couldn't make this arrangement, no problem. You know what I'm saying? And I dealt with myself. But what I did was something in me was saying, pull back, stop chasing, stop performing. And today I made that decision. And I stopped performing, but not performing in the sense where I'm blaming the woman. The buck stopped here. Gotcha.
No, it's just that we got 60 seconds left, and you cooking, though. I love you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. But please, call back tomorrow, man. Call back tomorrow, because it's the final episode of this relationship hustle series, man. So call back. When I say I care, do I describe presence or perform a transaction? Listen, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. All I do is start the conversations. It's really up to you to finish them. JW from South Central, you already know we love you. Call back tomorrow, and we'll talk to you too, man. Call early so we can get you in so you can get your thought on. All right? Love y'all. Deuces.
Yeah, second. It's important we communicate and tune the fate of this union to the right pitch. I never call you my to even my boo. There's so much in the name and so much.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now.